Here we have the integral of x squared divided by the square root of 36 minus x squared. And this has the form of a squared minus u squared. And so since we have the square root of a squared minus u squared, then we'll use the suggestion of let u be a sine of theta. And if we use this suggestion right here, then a squared would be 36, u squared would be x squared. So we let a squared be 36, and then take the square root of both sides. The square root of a squared is a, the square root of 36 is just 6. And then next, we'll let u squared be x squared. And then take the square root of both sides. We get u is x. And then from the suggestion, we'll let u be a sine of theta. So, but u is x, so we have x equal to a sine of theta. But 8 is 6, so we get 6 sine of theta. Now we do the derivative dx, d theta. Then we get 6. And the derivative sign is cosine. And since we have this expression right here, so let's work it out first. So this becomes 36 minus x is 6 sine of theta. So this becomes 36 minus 36 sine square of theta. And then common factor is 36. One minus sine square theta. And we know that 1 minus sine square is cosine square. And this becomes 6 cosine of theta. So our integral and then becomes x squared, but x is 6 sine of theta, so we have 6 sine of theta squared, and then the square root of 36 minus x squared is 6 cosine. And then also right here, dx is equal to 6 cosine of theta d theta. So in the place of x, we have 6 cosine of theta d theta. And this 6 cosine theta and 6 cosine theta, they were canceled out. And so what's left is just 6, 36, 6 squared is 36, sine square is sine square. And again, this 6 cosine theta, they canceled out. And this becomes 36. And we worked this out before. So this is 36. And so and before we got 1/2 theta minus sine of theta cosine of theta. So this becomes 18 theta minus sine of theta cosine of theta. And then the last step is we need to rewrite theta in terms of x. And to do that, we can come back right here. If we divide both sides by 6, then we get x over 6 equal to sine of theta. And so sine of theta is x over 6. And recall the sine by definition is opposite over hypotenuse. And then we just use the right triangle, and we get opposite side be x, hypotenuse will be 36. So the opposite side is x, the hypotenuse is 6, since sine of theta is opposite divided by hypotenuse. And sine of theta is x over 6, therefore theta is sine inverse of x over 6. And then this side right here is the square root of 36 divided by the square root of 36 minus x squared. So this side is, the hypotenuse is x, and the opposite side is x, and so this side will be, the adjacent side will be the square root of 36 minus x squared. And then cosine of theta, by definition, is adjacent over hypotenuse, so it'll be the square root of 36 minus x squared divided by 6. So sine of theta is x over 6, cosine of theta is the square root of 36 minus x squared divided by 6, and then theta is sine inverse of x divided by 6. Now we can write this in terms of x, so this becomes 18, and then theta is sine inverse of x over 6. And then minus sine theta, which is x over 6. And then cosine of theta is the square root of 36 minus x squared, and then divided by 6, and then plus c.